greater spotlight on some of the details that you have to be good at, that Caitlin could cover up with her incredible skill, her range, the way she creates space, and the timing with...
She stayed completely silent. No tweets, no statements, not even a hint of what was coming. Without fanfare, Caitlin Clark stepped into Nike's secluded studio, accompanied by just one person. It wasn't her coach, her agent, or her parents. It was Sophie Cunningham.
Or what the W really is, you know what I mean? And like, I get it to a certain extent, and like every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're going to treat them. But there's just more for her.
What followed wasn't merely historic, it was raw, intimate, and unlike anything the basketball world had ever seen. A rookie, calmly and without hesitation, handing over a slice of her $25 million empire on camera. From that moment, the WNBA landscape shifted forever. You're witnessing the rise of a queen playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. Subscribe, because Caitlin Clark isn't just transforming the league, she's rewriting the very rules of power. Nike had been tracking her every move since her Iowa days.
So in your career, you got to match up against other Nike hoopers. Do you have a favorite matchup?
You're gonna get me in trouble. Honestly, like, I'll just say D, because she's such an icon in our sport and has been in the game for so long. You know, getting to share the court with her was pretty fun, and you just see her competitive spirit, even though you're not on her team, like, you can just feel it.
How many resources Nike puts behind Caitlin Clark now that we're going to start getting some of her merchandise coming out, and fans are indeed excited. I miss my GOAT playing. Gonna go ham on this commercial. I thought it was a nice commercial myself. Where is her own shoe? We're waiting on that. We are waiting on that. Wow. Y'all must have a fever or something. Oh, what a great double play on words. What a great double entendre.
When Caitlin Clark stepped into the league under a storm of boos and constant targeting, Sophie was the one who stayed in her corner. She defended Caitlin when seasoned players turned away, spoke out when silence was safer, and even took a fine to shield her. Caitlin never let that loyalty fade from memory. She didn't have to fight for me, Caitlin once said, but she did. And that's the person I want by my side.
Clark wouldn't play until right before, but this is a preseason game where Clark is not available, and yet you probably
one that doesn't include 10 other people. All right, now let's go show you something else. So the shoe goes on sale today, or was it today? It sold out in minutes. And I want to show you something right here. Just so you can, just a reminder, so you remember who the cash cow is, who the box office attraction is. You got to remember this. So remember, if you're not familiar, they have something called GOAT. GOAT is a secondhand market for sneakers. And this is their website. And if you see the shoes on here, it's right here, the Caitlin Clark.
When Kate was hurt, and our offense was clicking, but now we have to have a new offense when she's in there because she just brings that much to the game. And so we have to adjust. And I think all of us just want it now. We know what the potential of this team can be, but we can't think about that. You really have to take day to day and stuff that worked here, we need to carry it over to tomorrow's game. We have a lot of games coming up, and I think like 7 days or whatnot. And so it's mentally making sure that we're good. It's physically making sure.
Commercial since she's entered the WNBA. I know she's made a cameo here. She's made a cameo there. She was featured as part of this rollout here, featured as part of this rollout there. But is this our first official Caitlin Clark solo commercial since she has joined the WNBA? And as well, WNBA ratings from this past week in non-Caitlin Clark games on NBA TV have been Nike
situation. Now we know Caitlin Clark got some shoes that is set to be released tomorrow. That is a PE Kobe Bryant shoe, bruh. Yes, Caitlin Clark got her own signature PEs with Kobe Bryant and Nike. Now, one thing about it is there's another shoe that is set to be released in October.
That golden box was more than a present, it was a tribute. Within hours, the footage slipped out and the internet erupted. Aja Wilson answered with a single emoji. Angel Reese went live. And yes, Caitlin really did it right there in the Fever locker room. First silence, then tears. No one was angry, they were moved. She didn't just take the bag. One teammate said, she shared it. Who does that? Caitlin hadn't just signed a deal, she'd sent a statement, loyalty, respect, power. Shared. Behind the curtain, Nike was already in motion. They'd greenlit something new, the legacy line. Each year, Caitlin gets to highlight one player. Not a buddy, not a teammate, but someone who's earned it. One box, one reveal, one partnership. Not a brand deal, but the birth of a dynasty. The WNBA had never seen a power circle like this. Caitlin just built it, and Sophie chose the first. Name engraved in gold dot. This league can be brutal. Rookies get pushed around. Rivalries heat up. Fans boo. Media doubts. But Caitlin's move was a reminder. You protect the ones who protect you. You climb and you pull others up with you. The WNBA isn't just about points anymore, it's about influence. And with one gesture, one golden box, Caitlin Clark proved she's not only the face of the league, she's its heartbeat. Greatness isn't about what you take, it's about what you give. And this story, it's just beginning. The ripple effect of Caitlin Clark's actions is likely to extend far beyond the WNBA's boundaries. Marketing analysts suggest that moves like this, where an athlete uses their platform to elevate others, can redefine brand partnerships. Across all professional sports, instead of centering every deal solely on individual star power, companies may begin valuing the cultural influence and leadership an athlete brings to the table. Sports? Historians note that basketball has seen moments of solidarity before, but they've rarely been formalized into an ongoing tradition backed by corporate investment. The legacy line concept blends personal recognition with brand storytelling, creating a sustainable framework for honoring excellence in ways that resonate with both players and fans. This shift signals a broader change in how athletes can shape the culture of their sport from within. From an economic perspective, initiatives like this carry significant weight. They have the potential to boost merchandise sales, attract new audiences, and generate long-term brand loyalty that benefits both the athlete and the league. By attaching a story and a cause to each release, Nike transforms each product drop into a cultural event rather than just another transaction. This narrative-driven marketing could influence the playbooks of other global brands. Sociologists studying sports culture point out that recognition within a competitive environment often holds more value than external validation. When an athlete's achievements are acknowledged by a peer, especially a competitor, the gesture carries an authenticity that advertising alone can't replicate. Such recognition can foster a sense of community, even in leagues built on rivalry, and strengthen the emotional connection between fans and the game. There's also a developmental aspect to consider. Younger players entering the league will see the legacy line not just as an honor, but as a standard to aspire toward. This creates a built-in motivator for excellence that transcends statistics, encouraging players to build reputations based on leadership, integrity, and resilience. Over time, this could subtly shift the league's culture toward a more collaborative form of competition. Finally, sports media experts believe that storytelling elements like this will play an increasingly central role in the WNBA's growth strategy. The combination of human interest, corporate backing, and on-court performance forms a compelling package for global audiences. If managed carefully, this approach could position the WNBA not only as a home for elite basketball, but as a leader in athlete-led innovation, social impact, and cultural relevance.